In the beginning, we're shown a girl named Wednesday, whose first day in school was today. Because of her actions, she did not seem like any ordinary girl. When she comes to school and opens her locker, she finds her brother tied up. When she starts untying her brother, thoughts start coming in her mind, and she sees the same boys who had tied her brother. She goes to those boys to teach them a lesson, and in a moment she leaves the biting fishes and the rest. All the boys run away, but one boy is unable to run away, and the fish bites him on his leg. This was not the first time that he had done all this. Even before this, he had been expelled from many schools because of his actions. So his father was taking her to an academy, because only children like Wednesday studied there. That is, those whose behavior was strange. She did not want to go there, but she was forced to go. We see a scene of a forest near the academy, where a hunter is seen. He had come for hunting, and he sits inside the forest and starts drinking tea, but suddenly something comes there and attacks him and brutally kills him. Wednesday's parents enter the academy and meet the principal. The principal, also outcasts, are like Wednesday. In outcasts, there were students who had mermaids, werewolves, vampires, witches and such magical powers, and in this academy, all the students were like this. Hence they had to live with her, that is, her roommate. She made the room very colorful. It was prepared, but Wednesday doesn't like it because she likes black color only. Wednesday gets impressed by the whole atmosphere here. Then her roommate asks her, "Are you okay?" Hearing this, her father says, "My daughter, she's like a living corpse. She doesn't behave like a normal person, so don't take her seriously." Now her roommate is showing her the academy, when a boy comes to her and asks for her effort. So she says that I use social media. She doesn't do it, because social media is a bone-chilling disease. Both of them are very surprised at this, and before leaving, Wednesday's mother tells her that now she will not be able to run away from here. Then she says that I promise you that I will before leaving. Her father leaves a hand here so that he can keep an eye on Wednesday. It is shown in the forest that the police is investigating. They find pieces of the hunter's dead body. This is an accident. This was not the first time this had happened. This was the third time this had happened. Vanessa removes all the colorful things from her room because she did not like the colorful colors. She tells her roommate to maintain peace in the room. This is the time to write my novel. Her roommate plays a song and starts dancing in the room. Wednesday gets angry on this, so she scares Wednesday by showing her claws because she was a fair wolf, that is, half human and half wolf. Only then we're shown that a teacher comes, she was very nice. She gives a flower to Wednesday as a welcome. The next day it is shown that Wednesday is going somewhere, and her father's left hand is keeping an eye on her. A statue is about to count on her, and a boy, whose name was Xavier, he saves her, and in this hurry, she becomes unconscious. When she regains consciousness, she says that I will not be thankful to you for this, because you avoided my death so well and messed everything up. On which Xavier says that I did not do you any favor. I met you 10 years ago also. When we were playing together, I went and bent down in a coffin. People were about to burn me, but you saved me from death. So today, I have fulfilled the favor by saving your life. When she comes to her room, she feels something in her bed. When she removes the bed and looks, she sees a hand. So she grabs that hand and she asks him, "On whose request have you come here?" He tells her that your dad has left me here so that I can keep an eye on you. Then she tells him that you will work for me from today onwards. Otherwise I will punish you for this. I will stop him forever. On this, he agrees that from today onwards, he will obey her in everything and will follow her orders only. The next morning, the principal takes him to a psychiatrist because she feels that his mental condition is very serious. Something is not well there. She makes some excuse and opens the window with the help of her hand and runs away from there. As she runs away from there, she collides with a man and she realizes that after some time she is going to meet with an accident and she will die very brutally. But she does not tell anything about it to the man because she liked bloodshed very much. After this she goes to a hotel and there she meets a waiter who was very upset because his coffee machine was not working, so she tells him that if I fix your coffee machine, then in return you will have to do a favor for me. You will have to drop me to the station. But he agrees and she fixes the coffee machine, on which the boy says that my shift is about to end. Then I will take you to the station. She sits and waits. Then 3 boys enter the hotel and they start harassing Wednesday, on which she gets angry and tells these 3 She takes care of them very well and deals with them alone. After this, the boy's father, who is a policeman, asks the boy after seeing the vandalism, "What has happened here?" Then he says nothing. These boys are harassing these customers, so it taught them a good lesson. Then the principal also enters there, and she says sorry and takes Wednesday away from there and gets very angry at Wednesday that how did you try to run away from the academy. On the way the principal sees that an accident happened, and she gets scared. It was the same man who hit Wednesday. The principal says that I pray that nothing happens to the driver. Wednesday says that he's dead and his neck is also broken. Come to Rome. After this, she starts saving her Wednesdays and plays the guitar very well, which is liked by both the principal as well as the other children. When her roommate enters the room, she looks at her hand and asks what it is. She answers angrily that he is a member of our Addams family. After this, we are shown an unknown boy who enters the library and tears a page from the book. After this, the hand enters inside Peter's house. It happens and he gets scared after seeing the hand and starts hitting it. Then the hand signals him to sit and shows him a sign which has Wednesday's number written on it. He calls Wednesday and Wednesday says that there is a function in our academy. It's about to happen and I am about to run away. So if you take me to the station, I will give you a very good name, and he agrees to it. The next day, when she comes to the function, she sees that the principal's eyes are on her. She gives money to a man to distract the principal, and then the waiter also comes there, and before leaving he gives her as a gift her father's police record, which he had stolen from his father's file, because his father was a police officer. When she starts leaving with the file of the police officers, she bumps into a boy who was shown to us in the library. While tearing a page of a book, she realizes that this boy is going to die a terrible death in a short time. When she sees the boy going towards the forest, Wednesday also runs behind him and she stops him saying, "Don't go towards the forest. You will die. Your life is in danger." She makes him fly with magic and puts him on a tree and says, "It is not me who is in danger but you. But all the people are in danger from you, and I am saving all the people from you. That is why I was the one who dropped the statue on you that day." And he shows her a picture and says that you are the one in this picture, which was created by my mom 25 years ago when she was growing up in this academy, and before she died. She told me that I had to stop you because you were a threat to this academy as well as the whole world, and he was about to kill Wednesday, that a monster would come and kill her brutally. Seeing all this, Wednesday is not able to understand anything. Now she's sitting in her room looking at the picture, and she ends her plan of escape and thinks that I am leaving this world. How can I be a threat to, and why did that monster come and save my life? And at the same time she looks at her father's file that her father is accused of a murder, and then the very next day, the police officers come to the academy because Wednesday reported it was written down that he himself had seen the death of that unknown boy in a forest. But the police neither found any dead body nor any solid body there, and asked Venus, "What were you doing in the forest so late at night?" She tells that the boy was running towards the forest. "So I was chasing him. Then a monster came there and brutally murdered the boy." On which the principal says that the boy is not dead. He is still alive. He just came from here. He has run away, and you should not believe what he says. He keeps talking such nonsense. His mental health is not good and he is undergoing treatment. Saying this, the principal leaves from here and tells the police officers of Baines that someone there is a person in the forest who is brutally killing people, and as soon as she says this, she sees that the boy comes there who is alive. So he is taken to the doctor. Then the doctor asks her, "Why did you spread this rumor? So that people's attention is on your side. You did not see anything there?" Then Wednesday says, "I do not need to tell you what I saw there. I know what I saw there." Then she sees that the boy was killed without any reason. Being expelled from the academy, she puts her partner's hand behind the boy's back, and at the request of the principal, she takes part in an activity for which she joins a club where there was only one boy, and she has sex with that boy. Friendship is formed, and here we see that Hath chases the boy, who as soon as he comes out changes his form. First as an old man and then as the principal of the academy. Hath comes and tells all this to Wednesday. Now when the class was about to start, Xavier tells him that the seat next to me is vacant. "You sit there." So Wednesday comes and sits there with him. Xavier creates a spider and also brings it alive with his magic. Wednesday is as she turns him into ashes in one breath, and then we are shown a girl in the class who does not like Wednesday at all. They both have a heated argument over something and the matter reaches a fight. She sends her roommate to the club, and when she herself goes with the same waiter to the forest near the academy to search for the monster, she finds the broken glasses of the same boy whom the monster had brutally killed. As soon as she touches those glasses, she sees a book. She goes to the academy's library to search for that book, but she doesn't find any book in the academy's library, and now she secretly goes to Xavier's house. She goes to the room, because that boy and Xavier lived in the same room. Wednesday and Heffa both are looking for a book, and then Xavier comes there and both of them hide under the bed. Then there is a knock on the door and the villain. The girl comes there and she tells him, "Why are you angry with me? Let's make up." On which Javier refuses, and she thinks that the reason for this is Wednesday. So she tells him to see, "I will meet all your friends tomorrow on Wednesday. I will blow up the boats," and saying this she leaves from here, and Wednesday is listening to all this and she tells her roommate that she will also participate in the competition that is going to be held tomorrow, and whatever happens, I will be that arrogant girl. That is, I will defeat the villain, and the next day the race starts. Then it is told that there is no law or principle in this competition. Whichever team goes into the cave first and brings the flag will win, and as soon as this is said, the race starts. As soon as the game starts, the villain also starts her for moves. She, with the help of one of her friends lying in the water, gets the boat of one team broken and the whole team falls into the water. But as soon as the boat of the mermaid one stays, when it was coming towards the house, the hand throws the net and traps it, and only 3 boats are able to reach the shore. As soon as everyone goes to take the flag, the roommate, with the help of her punches, makes a hole in the boat of the Joker team. As she was carrying the flag from Worm, she gets a thought in which she sees a girl like her who gives her a wink. When she regains consciousness, she goes towards the boat carrying the flag. The boat of the Joker team is holed. Now only 2 boats were left. The mermaid comes towards Wednesday's boat, but the hand punches her and Wednesday's boat and Villain's boat are left. Bernstein kills Villain with the help of arrows from her boat. She makes a hole in the boat and the villain's boat sinks, and now these people win, and this was the first time in 4 years that someone had defeated the villain. So today she was on fire because of anger. Dusty at night, she goes near a statue and sees a puzzle written on it. She solves that puzzle and the path opens. She goes inside it and sees that apart from the pictures of her mom and dad, there are pictures of many other people too. The picture is attached here. Then she reaches the book which she was looking for. As soon as she is about to take this book from here, she sees that someone attacks her and kidnaps her. She recognizes the voices of the people, and she says, "Remove your masks because I have recognized you people." It is none other than the villain and his associates, and she says that you people do not even know how to kidnap, and she has untied her rope, and while leaving, she says that in future you guys will not do this thing with me because you guys are still children. And then she comes to the room and sees the picture with the book which the boy had taken from there. Next day, the principal gives a project to all the children that they have to go to the shops in the city and work on it. Wednesday reaches there and asks Xavier about that book. "Do you know this book?" Xavier said, "Yes, I know. And the argument between me and the boy whom you told that the monster attacked him was about this book. It is a book of a magician, and why do you want to know about this book?" Vanis tells him that I know that the boy said, "I don't know much about where to find the magician, but you will have to go to his house, which is very old and a special house. All the children of the academy start working in different shops, and there is a Wednesday way, but seeing his attitude, no one can do anything to him. He doesn't buy the thing. His friend is eating a pastry, and some boys come and start harassing him. So what happens? Wednesday comes there and beats them up, teaches them a lesson, and goes to the magician's house with her friend. And there she starts looking and searching about that book. There she looks at the magician's things and she sees a painting. In this painting, she sees the same girl whom she found near the cave when she had gone to get the flag for the race, and she also finds the girl's book, but that book is completely empty. Then a woman comes there and she asks her about this book, and she says that this book is fake, and the real book was already stolen, and the place where you are standing is not even the real house of the magician. The next day, Wednesday goes to the waiter and asks him for the address of the magician's house, and he also tells Wednesday the address. And Verns goes along to search his house, and there she finds an old man who says, "Go away from here, this is my house," but she doesn't agree, and his hand attacks her mouth, due to which the man gets scared and runs away. Wednesday goes inside the house and finds nothing. When she starts to go, she is still at the door. So thoughts come to her. She goes nearby and sees that the magician is killing that girl. He would prove her to be a witch and lock her up along with many people. All these people were none other than the people of Outcast, which included the pirate, the mermaid, the bear wolf, the witch, and so on. And the magician considered these people to be devils. So he closes the door and burns everyone, and the girl whom he proved to be a witch tries to seduce her mother, but all these people were tied to the ground with chains, so she is not able to do so, and on the advice of her mother, she is to run away from here through the basement. And immediately after seeing this, we are shown that the magician burns everyone and the girl runs away from here and comes towards Wednesday, and there the magician, who is shown to be very cruel, also comes towards Wednesday. Seeing this, Wednesday gets scared and comes to the present. When she wakes up, she says to her hand that I saw that girl. I think she is a member of my family. Then Monster comes there and with a wand. When she sees him, he runs away and Wednesday chases him. As Wednesday and the hand chase him, they see that because of the water, his footprints turn into human footprints. Next, during the day, she sees that the statue of the magician is installed as a mark of respect because the people of the city consider him as their hero. On Wednesday, she is caught here to play the guitar. As soon as they install the statue and start doing their work, the hens are there. He throws the match and it catches fire, because Wednesday had already ordered petrol to be poured on the statue. Everyone runs away from there, but Wednesday keeps playing the guitar, and if she does not leave, then the principal would have suspected Wednesday. But the principal does not have any evidence against Wednesday. The magician's house where Wednesday had gone and the old man lived there. Monster attacks him and kills the old man brutally, but while dying he captures 2 free pictures of that monster in his camera. Then the police investigates there and they find the picture of that monster in the camera. Next day, he goes to the mortuary and puts something on his camera so that no one can see anything. Sake and Wednesday come to the morgue. Actually here she wanted to see the dead body and wounds of the old man who was attacked by Monster. She records the data after seeing the wounds of that old man in her hand while he's recording the data. Police officers and doctor come there, and Varnish hides herself as the last one. When the doctor sees the box open and opens it, he thinks that it is also a dead body. It is there and Wednesday is lying like a corpse. After her doctor leaves, when he tries to take out Wednesday's hand, she says, "Okay, don't bother me. Let me lie here. I am getting relief from my investigation," and finds out that it is Monster's body. The next day we are shown that she meets up with So. She follows him into the hut. There she sees that there are many drawings of Monster there. She starts leaving from there with those drawings. Then Xavier sees her and stops her. He diverts Xavier's attention. She tells him to sing that she will accompany him to the night dance party. Hearing this, Xavier becomes very happy, and she takes the drawings from here to the police officers. And he says that on the basis of this we will not catch anyone. If she can, she presents her research to her friend so that her friend can help her. Then her friend sees a place from there and says that he recognizes that place, and he takes Wednesday near that cave, and when they enter that cave, Wednesday sees that there are many bones there and there is also a train lying there. From there she finds a nail. She keeps that nail with herself, which probably belonged to Monster. Now she goes to Xavier's cabin, where she finds a cloth soaked in blood and keeps it with her. When she is about to leave, Xavier comes there and he asks her, "What are you doing in my cabin?" So she asks Xavier, "How did you get these marks of claws on your neck?" And he said that I like that monster a lot, and that is why I make his paintings. One day I lost control of my magic, and so he came out of the painting. He came out and attacked me. Then Venus was suspicious of him and was asking him about this place. So he told her to go away from his place. She went to the police officers with teeth and blood-stained clothes, and says that of course we should get the DNA test done. Will there be enough evidence? And then saying this she goes to her friend and tells him that there is no one with us to go to the dance party. "Why, Nana? We are in the cave. Go and find the monster." And the next day we are shown that Wednesday is getting ready to go into the cave at night when there is a knock at the door, and she sees the waiter standing ready to go to the dance party with her, because Han has sent her an invitation from Wednesday. Waiter is overjoyed, so she doesn't want to break his heart, and she cancels her plans to go to the cave, and agrees to go to the dance party with him. She goes, and her friend comes there to go to the cave. So she tells him that I am sorry. We cannot go today. We will go tomorrow. Then her friend goes to the cave alone without telling her. Here it is shown that everyone is in the dance. People are enjoying and have come with their partners, and the same Xavier also comes with that villain girl, but when he sees that Wednesday has come with that waiter, Xavier becomes very jealous after seeing both of them. And here Wednesday starts dancing in a strange way, and everyone is surprised by her dance style because she is dancing in a very strange way. And on the other hand, it is shown that her friend is standing near the cave and watching that monster waits, and then it is shown that someone comes and sets fire to the cave. Then Xavier tells the villain girl to ask help from that mermaid of yours so that I can't forget Wednesday. Then she gets angry at him and says that earlier you had spread it everywhere, that I trapped you with the help of the mermaid's magic, and now you need someone to tell it, and you start getting very angry at him. And then it is shown that a group of mischievous boys, he brings a tanker and he puts a big pipe in the pump of the dancing club, and then blood starts raining there because there was blood in the tanker had brought and the pipe had put in. People get very scared after seeing all this, and they start running away in the chaos, but Venus was enjoying everyone a lot because it was not blood but a color. And during this chaos, Wednesday thinks that his friend has gone into the forest alone and his life is in danger. Actually, the same monster was after her friend and wanted to kill her. Venus runs away into the forest and the monster is about to attack her friend. Then Wednesday comes there, but the monster attacks her and injures her. When Wednesday comes to her friends, she gets very upset because her friend is badly injured, and suddenly her teacher also comes after her, and then her friend is taken to the hospital, and Wednesday comes to the academy, where she was trying to solve the allegations against her father. It is shown that all the parents come to meet their children because there was a meeting today, and in which the principal tells that the condition of Wednesday's friend is improving and he will recover soon and come back, to which Wednesday says this is all a lie. He is in a coma. The next part link on top of the screen, click and watch it.